What's up, Magic Knights? Drones are Gigs, back with another Black Clover mobile video. And if you haven't guessed from the title and from the screen you're seeing right now, we finally have an all UR team. Now, these aren't necessarily the best picks, right? You probably don't even want Yuno or Mimosa on your team, but this is kind of all I've got right now since I'm a free-to-play, and I didn't get lucky enough to pull anybody good. I'm just not a fan of Rill. His moveset in this game is not very good. I thought he'd be a little bit better. And Yuno and Finral were way easier to get up to UR, so I just went ahead and swapped over to them. Instead of bringing Rill up, I went ahead and I brought these two up because it was a little bit easier for me. And some of you guys, if you are like pocket change players, maybe you have some URs yourself, but haven't spent any money on the game. I haven't even really grinded all that much either. I had one little grind that I did where I did like 50 battles just to get some bond level up for some of my heroes. But these are the mages I brought to UR. They're really honestly super cracked in a lot of these scenarios. It looks like I still have it on auto from when I was grinding out those levels, but Asta was my second UR, and I wanted to make a video for you guys. I already showcased him, so I went ahead and brought everybody up to UR as well. It looks like I accidentally, yep, I always mess this up, so there we go. We'll put it on full, but Asta is really, really good, and I think he fits well with the team that I have right now. It's not necessarily the most competitive, right? But that's okay because this isn't even going to be like my main account. We're going to be doing global, as you guys already know. But Finral, this is why Finral's good. He uses his moves to boost the attack and speed of his teammates, which is really, really huge. And having a UR team is really cool. It's not very competitive, like I said, especially compared to some of the other teams in like the versus mode where you fight other squads of different mages. But in my opinion, Yuno's still pretty good, and for like their general story mode, I think it's plenty. I don't think you're even gonna need URs to beat the story anyways. Maybe like in the very later part of it, you might benefit from some URs, but definitely overkill right now. As you can see, this is just one of the like level up stages where you go to grind out some XP. We'll actually jump into a story match right after this, but even my Mimosa is pretty crazy. Like 3,000 damage on a basic attack is pretty good for a healer, I think. But let me know who you guys are leveling up down in the comments, because JP may not be my main game, but I'm still going to make some content for you guys. Like you can see here, most of my mages are 7 to 8, and then since I just got Asta, he's a little bit lower. But we'll do some story missions for you guys, probably 1 or 2, because Chapter 3 is really, really cool. If you guys don't know what Chapter 3 is, click off right now if you don't want story spoilers. I'm going to let little Asta run while you guys are figuring out if you want to be spoiled on the story or not, because the story is actually really good in this game, and especially with UR characters, I don't think I'm going to be as worried now. We'll probably actually just go through the first mission regular, and depending on how easy it is, just pop these guys onto auto and grind through it, because story's really fun, honestly. I think it's a great way to level up your characters, and having stronger mages is always fun. So it looks like, yeah, that's the thing, is I actually don't want, we have to have Noelle on the team. So I think we'll go ahead and put Yuno over here, bring our Mimosa in, and then you guys, if you don't know this, you can actually grab characters from other players. So these are all characters that other players have that you can grab if you'd like to, which is, I think it's really nice, especially if you guys are struggling and you haven't been grinding resources. You can just, swap out Mimosa, and she's stronger than she used to be. And then we'll do this one on auto. And then on the next one, we will grab somebody I don't actually have, like Yami or something like that. Because I have not pulled anybody crazy. Like, my 2 SSRs you see are Asta and Mimosa. And they're pretty crazy. But unfortunately, I don't have as many SSRs as some of the other YouTubers. Really liking Noelle. Can't wait for her attack mage move set, because that's going to be super cool. And this special move is awesome. Just another day in class. I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be like a school outfit. Asta's always been super cool. Definitely one of the better main characters, especially for shonen. I don't know if you guys have any other anime you watch or anything like that, but Asta's always been one of my favorites, at least in the shonen anime. I'm not really a slice of life anime person, but having a team full of URs definitely makes it easier. We probably don't even need Mimosa, but she was the first one I pulled, so yeah, having URs makes this a breeze for sure. I think URs are definitely a good part of the game, and I can't wait to get my first LR. Probably not gonna happen until Global comes around. I'm not really sure. I think Global's coming out late June, but if it ends up being early July, you guys might see an LR unit on the channel here. But as you can see, they still do take damage. So I'm glad we have a healer for situations like this, because I'm one of those people that's kind of a perfectionist. Let me know down in the comments if you guys are, but if one of my characters dies, to me that feels like a loss. I don't want any of my characters to die when I'm just grinding out story, so that might be why we're so over-leveled here. You could definitely probably do it if you lost 2, maybe even 3 mages in your Magic Knight squad that you have. But this Asta doesn't have taunt, so the defensive Asta does, and this Asta does not, which means that this Asta is not going to get attacked as much, at least not every turn once he uses his ultimate, so we're going to win anyway, so I'm not too worried about Yuno dying. But it seems like Yuno is one of the weaker mages in my team. Like, my Mimosa honestly stays alive longer than my Yuno. You guys can let me know what you think, but I think Yuno's pretty cool. I'm just kind of disappointed in his base unit. Him and Asta are only SRs, which I found kind of disappointing. So hopefully we get like a Black Asta or a Spirit Dyed Yuno. That would be really, really cool. And make sure you guys are doing this here. So you can actually go back to the hideout, and Asta will be done doing his chores, and it gets you guys plenty of these things. Now these things, the stamina is obviously great, and so are the coins in the Yule, right? But the parts that you're really going to care about if you're trying to get URs like I was, is these little ones on the left here, which are upgrade materials that you can use for your Magic Knight squad, which I think is super, super cool. And the fact that you can get a ton of them as a free-to-play player is really awesome. I haven't run into any problems with the rate that you get gold. As you can see, I've got like 3 million, which is probably it's probably too much, honestly. Like, there's got to be something I'm missing that I need to spend it on, but I wonder if we have to have Asta, so we might have to, I'm not sure. We'll go ahead, we'll pop William on, and we'll see if it'll let us. It does. Okay, so Asta, for those characters that do need to be on your team, you have to have an Asta in this one. It does count if you have a seasonal character, so as long as it's any kind of Asta, it'll work, which I think is really cool. I do wish you could double up on your Magic Knights. William's ultimate is so awesome. Definitely wish I would have pulled him, but if you guys watched the first video I dropped on Black Clover, we did not do the greatest on the poll. I actually messed up and accidentally quit on like my second multi because I was trying to save my results for later, and I ended up quitting, so we did not get the best multi. We're gonna go ahead and let it go on auto just because it is gonna be a longer video if I do this all manually. But I'm not too worried. William is an LR and he's not mine, but the rest of my team's UR, and I think having Mimosa on the team is gonna be pretty helpful for this part of the story. One thing I don't like is that the AI, when you use auto, will use their ultimates right when they're available, and I don't like that. I definitely would be saving Mimosa's ultimate right now if it were me playing, but this is my UR team, you guys. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments. Who are you guys going to focus on for URs? And if you've already got URs, you know, who's your favorite characters to play? Because Rades is really good. I wasn't even aware you could pull him in the summons. I thought it was the only one you really would be looking for would be Lotus. But, oh wow, look at that damage. Yeah, definitely going to be a tough one. Not sure if we're going to survive this fight. We might actually lose, but it is the computer, and my Magic Knights might not be leveled up enough. I'm not really sure about that, though. We'll kind of see how things go. It'd be really nice, because if you defeat Rades, I wonder if you can defeat him and it also defeats his monster there, because his summons are crazy when he brings out his raids. So obviously, story spoilers for any of you guys that haven't actually watched the anime or read the manga, but he only has one page in the Grimoire, which I think is just absolutely insane. And Mimosa coming in clutch with the group heal here. I think William's actually gonna die first, which I don't know what to say because I did not expect that. I think if the AI would target Rades only, we would already have won. Ooh, ultimate! I guarantee you he kills at least one person here. Like William's dead for sure. Oh, it's a defense up. Okay, he's a defensive character, so I thought his ultimate would include a little bit more offensive magic, but is that the round? It's not! That's crazy! So, if this was lore accurate, then his summon would be gone, because once he's defeated, his summons go away, and he's actually not very strong compared to his summon, which I did not even realize. So, it's kind of a bummer that the William died, but we'll see if we can still inch out a win here, because my team's definitely not leveled up enough to go through this without an LR, because William was definitely carrying up until like the last few seconds there. So that's the team of URs. Obviously, William is not mine. Is it gonna give us Rades? That'd be really cool if it did, imagine. But yeah, Rades is crazy. He's a really good defensive character, and I wish you could get him without pulling him. It'd be really cool if they gave him to you overall. But that is the video, you guys, for the most part here. I'm not a fan of the background music, so we're gonna change this. We're gonna change this real quick so we can give you guys a cool outro. There you go. The music's a little too much for me, honestly, especially in videos, but let me know what you guys think. We're definitely gonna be transitioning to a little bit more of like a news aspect, you know, tips and tricks, guides, that kind of thing for Black Clover Mobile when Global comes out. But for JP, we're just chilling. We're just gonna, you know, mess around, have a little fun with the mages. I think having a UR team is really, really cool, and even though they might not be the strongest, it's definitely fun to take your favorite mage and level them up and have a squad of all really strong Magic Knights, and the UR writing looks really cool, I might add. So we'll make this the thumbnail for you guys. Let me know what you think down in the comments and how you guys have been finding the game, because I think it's really fun and I'm really glad that Global's going to come out soon. So that's the video, nice and short for you guys. You guys have a good one. Peace out.